Alright, I'm going to show you how to age your paper with tea and coffee. Okay, so what I've already done is I boiled water. I poured it into a cake pan. And I'm now going to, and then I took a tea bag and I made tea in a pan pretty much. And I let it sit, of course. You don't want your to burn your hand on boiling water, so I let it cool. And the hotter your water is, the more orange your paper will be. So if you want to get your water boiling before you put it into the pan, so you have a better outcome. So all you have to do is just take your paper and just place it into the pan and just give it a nice bath. That's all you're wanting to do. And you can also, folding the paper before you put it in will give it a nice effect. And then you'll want it to soak for about 5 minutes, because if you don't let it soak long enough, it doesn't really absorb the color well. Alright. And we'll just let it soak. Okay, now just let your papers hang to dry, and once they're dry, we'll finish them up. Alright. Okay, they're pretty much dry now, and I do recommend drying them flat. See, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But let's see. Alright. We're now going to, now you can't really tell that well, but the paper's not white anymore. It's kind of a dingy egg color. And that'll just add to the effect of it looking older. Now you can take a paintbrush, which is recommended, but I don't have a paintbrush. I'm going to use my toothbrush, and I'm going to dip it in the tea, and you take it and you just drip it on your paper, just wherever you want it. This will just give it a more, a darker, splashy look. And if you don't want to use your toothbrush, use, like, I don't know, your brother's toothbrush or your cat's toothbrush or something. And this will look like real spills on it. It'll make it look more vintage. Alright, and to make it even more authentic looking, take clean water and just drip it on the dots, and it will, this should push the tea out, making ringlets so they look like authentic stains. And then when you're done, you'll just let that dry again. It's whatever if you get it all wet and stuff. It was already soaked earlier. It'll dry. Okay. Alright, we'll be back when this dries. Okay, as you can tell, my paper is still wet from earlier, but that's okay, because I'm going to just take more water and drip it, more clean water, and drip it on the paper. I'm just going to dip my fingers in. And, just in certain places, wherever. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want your main stains to be. And you'll go back to your toothbrush. Back to your toothbrush, and make sure your toothbrush is by your local dentist. And just dip the toothbrush in some instant, what is this, Folgers coffee? Instant stuff. Just dip it in. Wait, I lied. Take some coffee though. Maybe. Just got coffee all over my toothbrush. And then you'll want to sprinkle just a little bit on your paper where you just put the wet places. Just sprinkle a little bit. Just wherever. And this will bleed. It's a darker color. See? I don't know if you can tell that's melting some. And this will just give you some darker stains. So, okay. And rinse off your fingers. Oh no! See, we're recycling water. We're good for the environment to recycle. Alright. Now, you take your toothbrush. Oh, see, that's what it's supposed to do to your paper. Hopefully that does not stain. That's fine. Okay. Now you'll take your toothbrush, dip it back in the tea. Oh, get off that coffee. Okay. See, that came out pretty good. No, it didn't. Okay, this is the art toothbrush. Alright. Dip it back in the tea, bristles down, and you'll want to just run your finger. Not supposed to splash it, just to give it a darker color in some places. I mean, it's supposed to work. That's what the internet said. Alright. And just see, yeah. Well, those are the instructions. So we'll let this dry and we'll come back when it's done and show you the end result to aging paper through coffee and tea. Alright, thank you. Alright, so the paper is pretty much dry. I think it turned out pretty good. So this will be really great for any art project that you're wanting to do. Maybe you're making a school report and you're wanting to make your paper look older. It's really good if you wanted to, with parent supervision in a safe area, maybe burn the edges with a lighter, or just to give it a rustic, kind of like a history vintage feel to it. But I hope this helped. Alright, bye.